Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Joy. She was just 14 years old when her parents died in a terrible car accident. Life changed in an instant. With no close relative except her uncle Austin, his wife Monica, and their three children, Judith, Vera, and Chima, Joy was taken in by them. At first, Joy thought she had found a new home, but life under Uncle Austin's roof wasn't what she imagined. Aunt Monica turned her into a helper, making her do all the house chores before school. Sometimes, Joy didn't even get breakfast before leaving. At school, she was too tired to concentrate and often fell asleep in the class. One day, her teacher noticed and decided to call Uncle Austin. Instead of helping, he told the teacher that Joy was lazy and didn't work hard. Slowly, Joy's grade began to drop. Sometimes, Aunt Monica wouldn't even let her to go to school, saying, "Why should Joy be better than my children?" But despite all these challenges, Joy was determined. When she wrote her senior secondary school exam, she passed with distinctions. It was a big achievement, but her joy was short-lived. Uncle Austin refused to give her money to buy the university entrance forms. He ensured his own children got into the best school, but for Joy, he said, "You don't need university. Go learn a fashion designing." Joy reluctantly started an apprenticeship in a near tailoring shop. She worked diligently, but Uncle Austin refused to pay the fees for her freedom ceremony. This meant she couldn't set up her own shop. Time passed, and suitors came asking for her hand in marriage, but Uncle Austin and Aunt Monica spoke ill of her. "She's bad luck," they told them. The suitors lost interest and instead married Judith and Vera. Heartbroken but resilient, Joy decided to save herself. Whenever a customer gave her a tip, she hid the money carefully. One day, she had enough to start a small business selling of fruit. "I will save for a sewing machine," she told herself. But Uncle Austin warned her, "Don't sell near my business. I don't want people talking." So, Joy sold her fruit in a major market, but she had to follow a long and lonely road surrounded by bushes and unfinished buildings, which lead to the market. She was afraid, but she prayed every day for God's protection. One fateful day, as Joy walked along the lonely road, a group of bad boys surrounded her. They tried to harm her, but suddenly a man appeared out of nowhere. He chased them away with a big stick. In the process, the stick accidentally hit Joy and she fainted. The madman carefully carried her to his shelter and stayed by her side until she woke up. When Joy opened her eyes, she felt weak but grateful. She whispered, "Thank you," to the madman. Though he couldn't say much, his kind eyes told her she was safe. Meanwhile, life wasn't perfect for Judith and Vera. Judith, married to a rich man, realized her husband treated her like a property. She felt trapped and miserable. Vera, on the other hand, had been trying to have a baby for years. Doctor told her her husband had a low sperm count and might not father a child. Vera regretted marrying the man who had once come for Joy. After Joy regained consciousness, the madman escorted her home. Ever since then, The madman became Joy's friend and her bodyguard, escorting her to the market and waited patiently for her to return. People observed and started talking, but Austin and Monica were happy seeing her with the madman. They said, "This is the kind of suitor she deserves." But Joy never worried about people's gossip and whatever they think about her. All she wanted is to be safe and do her business so that she can save enough money to buy a sewing machine and other sewing equipment. Joy was resilient and she never gave up as she continued selling her fruit. After a while, she was able to save enough money to rent a room apartment where she can also use as a shop to begin her sewing career. As she was coming home from the market with her tray on her head, she was filled with happiness. Joy thanked God for his faithfulness and for sending a guardian angel to her, the madman. Overwhelmed with great joy, she quickly ran towards the madman and kissed him. As Joy hugged the madman, something unimaginable happened. In an instant, a radiant light enveloped him, and before her astonished eyes, he was transformed into a handsome regal prince. His rags vanished, replaced by opulent robe adorned with golden embroidery, and his white hair became neatly styled. Joy gasped in disbelief. The prince stepped closer, his kind eyes looking onto her. "Thank you, Joy," he said in a warm voice. "Your compassion has broken the curse." Taking her hand, he added, "Come with me." Before Joy could respond, a soft breeze swirled around them and they disappeared. Moments later, they stood before a magnificent palace. Joy looked down at herself and realized she was wearing a dazzling princess gown, her hair adorned with sparkling jewels. "Am I dreaming?" she whispered, her voice trembling. The prince smiled and gently touched her shoulder. "This is no dream. Welcome to my home and thank you for saving me." Although the palace was grand and filled with splendor, Joy felt nervous. The prince noticed her uneasy and led her to a quiet garden within the palace ground. There, he shared his story. "I am Prince Ndo of this great kingdom," he began. "But I was once arrogant and unkind. I thought little of those less unfortunate than me. One fateful day, as I traveled through the street in my royal carriage, we splashed dirty water on an old beggar. Instead of apologizing, I mocked her. Angered by my cruelty, she revealed herself to be a powerful sorceress and placed a curse on me. She told me I would live as a madman far from my kingdom until someone showed me true love and kindness despite my state. Before I could say a word, a strong wind swept me away and I found myself in that desolate place." Joy's fear began to melt away as she listened to his sincere remorse. She could see the prince had truly changed. "You've endured so much," she said softly. "Yes," he replied, "and meeting you has taught me the meaning of compassion and humility." News of the prince's return spread quickly and the entire kingdom enrolled in jubilation. Joy was welcomed with open arms and celebrated for her kind heart. The palace held a grand feast in her honor, and Prince Ndo declared her his savior and future queen. Meanwhile, far away, Austin and Monica, who had gloated over Joy's supposed disappearance, reveled in their first victory. They danced and mocked her absence for days, but their celebration turned to fear and confusion when a procession of luxurious royal carriage arrived at their doorstep. Guards in gleaming armor stepped out, followed by Prince Ndo and Joy, both resplendent in royal attire. Behind them were palace elders and attendants. Austin and Monica fell to their knees, trembling. Joy stepped forward, her face calm but firm. She greeted them and told them that she is alive. Prince Ndo paid her bride price and she became his wife. As royal entourage departed, leaving Austin and Monica in tears of regret, the prince turned to Joy. "You deserve nothing but happiness, my queen," he said with a smile. They returned to the palace where their love continued to grow. Joy and Prince Ndo were married in a grand ceremony that brought the entire kingdom together. With her kindness and his newfound humility, they ruled with wisdom and compassion, bringing prosperity to their people. As for Austin and Monica, they lived the rest of their lives haunted by regret, often muttering, "Had we known." And so, Joy and Prince Ndo live happily ever after. The end. Thank you for watching. Kindly like and comment to enable this video spread to a greater number of people. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel to support my growth. God bless you.